The lesson I want you to learn is it doesn't matter what you look like. You can be tall or short, or fat or thin, or ugly, or handsome, like your father. You can be black or yellow or white. It doesn't matter. What does matter is the size of your heart and the strength of your character.
Cool, the bell rings, what are you supposed to do? Report to your position, right? Your desk. And what you're supposed to do is go to your desk and you're supposed to start doing things on your own, initiate conversations. Is that what they wanted you to do in school? Yes or no? No. They told you to sit down and what? Shut up and wait till we tell you what to do. Which, by the way, was perfect for a 20th century job. They were preparing you at 5 years old so you'd be on an assembly line. The bell rings, you get in your position, you don't talk, you only do what they tell you to do. But it permanently, for most of you, taught you that learning is passive.
You know, I always say, you show me your crowd, I'll show you your future. It's simple, right? There's three types of people you need in your life. You need the inspired, the excited, and the grateful. So now you sit here and tell me you don't know what to do? You know what to do. But the people you're around ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'm begging you, man. I'm begging you from a man to a man. Let go. Let go. Let go of these people who you know aren't for you.
You are 22 years old. You are entering, first of all, some of the greatest years of your life, A. But B, you have to understand, this next 5-year window is when you don't go practical and safe. This is not the time to get the job mom wanted you to. This is not the time to try to maximize as much money so you can buy a fat whip. This is when you need to attack what you love and what you want to do. Here's why. You don't have all the baggage. You may have the expectations of your parents. You may have a lot of other things. Do you understand? This is not when the baby's there. This is not when the world has sucked out all your dreams and hopes yet. It's harder for the 42-year-olds that are watching right now to listen to this advice. You can't just wake up tomorrow and be like, let's go. Because little Sally has soccer fucking practice. This is when you put in the 18 hours a day to make your life that you want happen. This is when you can grind at your highest levels. You get to live life one time.
Ask the audience if there are any kind of issues in their life that they need motivation with.
Oh, okay.
Something where, you know, their life is stopping them and you guys can push them over.
I'm lactose intolerant, but I can't help myself. I keep eating dairy.
Will, there you go.
Easy. At some point, you have to think about other people. You know. If you love anybody, especially those that are near you, just put the ice cream down because we are not inclined to enjoy your funky ass.
Kevin, here we go.
Here's my thing. So many people want to change. So many people want to do what you're supposed to do. Here's my feeling. You get one life. And if you want to blow your ass forever damn good for the rest of your life, then damn it, you should do it. Do it to the best of your ability. Because you get one life. When it's all said and done, go out saying, I drank milk because I loved it.
What is the difference between depression and joy? I think it's purpose. When you wake up in the morning and your life means something to somebody other than you. If you don't go do the things that you're going to do, people's lives will suffer. To live in service, not to you, but to live in service to humanity. I feel like that is the purest form of joy.
Do you have any regrets?
No, don't have time to regret. We move on because we are acceptable for what we are, not what we think we should be. I'm accepted in myself by what I am, but not as I think I should be, because that's a lie. I'm a sinner, I'm an old sinner. I've done some bad things, I've done some good things. So, you know, you just forgive yourself and move on.
You can get through to doing things that you hate to do. On the other side is greatness. By me running, I'm not training for a race. I'm training for life. I'm training for the time when I get that 2 o'clock in the morning call that my mom is dead or something happens tragic in life. I don't fall apart. I'm training my mind and my body and my spirit so it's all one, so I can handle what life is going to throw at me. Because the life I've lived, it throws a whole bunch at you. And if you're not physically and mentally prepared for that,
you're just gonna crumble, and you're good for nobody.
Sun don't stop for nobody, man. Sun don't fucking stop. Sun gonna be up in the morning regardless. That sun is gonna be up in the morning regardless of how I fucking feel and how depressed I am. The sun is gonna fucking shine in the morning, and at nighttime the moon gonna be there, and you gonna look up. These days gonna keep going by. So do you let the days go by and look up and you done wasted a year doing what? Or do you just pick it up? All right, gotta figure it out. Made some mistakes. Life goes on. Let me figure out life from this point. I'm a life goes on type of guy.
Yeah, you work hard for it, or you don't work hard for it. Well, me and my brother, we work hard for our stuff. It don't come easy. In life, you have to work. Either you want to be the shark of the ocean or the fish of the ocean. Take over everything. Strength, no weakness. Power, the muscle. Have to have that mindset. So you're going to come in here and dominate. When you say, oh, something wrong. No. Don't put yourself down. Motivate yourself. Keep yourself up, pumped, and ready for any challenge.
Skill to hold your opinions to yourself until everyone has spoken does two things. One, it gives everybody else the feeling that they have been heard. It gives everyone else the ability to feel that they have contributed. And two, you get the benefit of hearing what everybody else has to think before you render your opinion. The skill is really to keep your opinions to yourself. If you agree with somebody, don't nod yes. If you disagree with somebody, don't nod no. Simply sit there, take it all in, and the only thing you're allowed to do is ask questions so that you can understand what they mean and why they have the opinion that they have. You must understand from where they are speaking, why they have the opinion they have, not just what they are saying. And at the end, you will get your turn. It sounds easy, it's not.
They put my father in jail for $25 worth of illegal substance. They put him in jail for 7 years.
Wow.
This man was an educator in the hood, in the inner cities, educating kids. The judge that he would have come to the school and talk to the kids presided over his case and put him in jail. What they didn't understand was that father taught me everything. Taught me how to throw football, basketball, taught me how to play tennis. And I was like, why am I learning how to play tennis? He said, because I don't want you to be limited. So when they put him in jail, what do we do as a family? And I don't like visiting jail. I don't like that type of perception. So I said, I told my pops, I can't come see you because I see you as a king. But I wrote him a letter. I said, hey, you know, things have gotten good for me. When you get out, I'll save your life. And he's been living with me for 20 years now. Oh, wow. Same house.
Sometimes life can really hijack your fucking mind. When that happens to you, you're all fucked up. Your goals, your ambitions, everything is out the fucking window. In life, we all go through different things. Sometimes your girlfriend or boyfriend breaks up with you. Guess what? Get the fuck over it. They no longer want you. Maybe you failed a test in school. You worked your ass off. Guess what? You failed the fucking test. Get over it. Move past it. Learn to not let life hijack your brain. At work, you've been working your ass off for that new promotion. You don't fucking get it. Someone else does. Maybe they kiss better ass than you do. Guess what? Get over it. Life will hijack your mind if you let it. Don't allow all these things to make you a lesser person. You must own your mind. Don't let life own yours. Get after it. Stay hard.
This idea that we see other people above us, but when we look at ourselves, we're beneath, we're lower than. And it's wild because nothing will hold you back more than insecurity. Make no mistake about it, insecurity kills more dreams than failure ever will. I'm a failure. I don't have any dreams. You're lying to yourself. You didn't even try. You haven't failed. You're insecure. And you're calling things failure, but in reality, you didn't even get up off the sidelines and attempt to go. When you're insecure, you start hating people you don't even know. And the reason why is because you're comparing your life to their life. And the reason why is that you actually want their life so badly, but you don't know how to get there because you don't believe it could ever happen for yourself. So the easier thing to do is to compare, become jealous and full of envy.
Life is a book.
You got a bunch of chapters in your book, but when they closed that book, how good was the book? How good was your book? What was the ending to your book? If the ending to my book can be so amazing because of all that was done, not the money, all that was accomplished.
I want to challenge you tonight to get up. You're not quitting tonight. One day it is appointed unto all men to die, but that is God's responsibility, not mine. And so I don't know who I'm preaching to tonight, but I want to say to you, get up. Your future is brighter than your past. Get up. Your ladder is greater than your former. I want to say to every person in this room, get up, because the best is still yet to come.
Brain is the most powerful weapon in the world. Once you put away your phones and your computers and all that shit we have nowadays, yeah, that's great. We're up to date. Your brain is the only thing you have when you're going through depression, through hard times, you're going through death, real life shit. You can't Google that shit, man. You're alone. You're alone. You may have a shrink you're going to, you may have a best friend you're going to, but there's 24 hours in the day where you're alone in this brain. And your brain is talking to you in all kind of ways. And it wants to control you and pull you in these different pockets. If you can't control your own brain and your brain controls you, you're fucked. You got to tell your brain where you want to go and how you want to go and how you want to get there. You got to control it. If not, it's over.
Life is really a single player game. It's all going on in your head. You know, whatever you think you believe will very much shape your reality, both from what risks you take and what actions you perform, but also just your everyday experience of reality. The world just reflects your own feelings back at you. Reality is neutral. Reality has no judgments. To a tree, there's no concept of right or wrong or good or bad, right? You're born, you have a whole set of sensory experiences and stimulations and lights and colors and sounds, and then you die.
Yeah.
And how you choose to interpret that is up to you. You do have that choice. So this is what I meant, that happiness is a choice. If you believe it's a choice, then you can start working on it. But you have to believe it's possible, and it is absolutely possible. I was miserable. I'm happy as a clam. And it's not just the money. I got there before the money.
You got happy before the money?
Mostly, yeah.
How did you get happy before the money?
I started getting older, you know? I just realized, like, life is short. I'm going to die.